Good morning, everyone. We are continuing on a North Dakota kick right now. We are welcoming back Amanda from North Dakota Nice this morning. Hi, Amanda.
Hello, how are you?
I'm doing well. So this is new for me to learn about. So North Dakota Nice is your blog. That's where you're sharing uplifting, positive things about the state of North Dakota. So I'm learning. I'm new this time, but for some of our viewers, they met you last time, and we're just excited to learn what's going on this week.
Yes. So thank you very much for having me back to talk about whatever nice things are happening.
Yeah.
So this week, actually, it's kind of a coincidence. Sophia and I both were actually at Miss North Dakota together. I was a judge, and Sophia was a contestant, but we actually didn't meet until after it was all over.
Yes, just to be clear, everyone.
Yeah.
There's no tomfoolery involved.
Nope.
We did not actually meet until we were getting coffee at the same place the day after the pageant.
Yep. What a small world.
It
was so funny.
Yep, it was really funny too, because I spent several days staring at her from about 20 feet away, but we had never I had asked you some questions during interviews, so I went up to her, but I feel like I know you, I saw you.
Yes.
So I went up to you and I was like, hey, hi. And she had, of course, had no idea who I was. So I'm happy to actually see you. This is the closest we've ever been to each other.
Yes.
But I think one thing we do have in common, it's so funny, we had no connection in Williston, but the thing we did have in common was Williston, which is actually what I wanted to talk about today. I had never been to Miss North Dakota or any pageants ever, and what I was really surprised about was how welcoming and excited Williston was for Miss North Dakota. It takes over the whole town. I'm pretty sure everyone in Williston has volunteered for Miss North Dakota at some point. They're all sponsors. It made me very proud as a North Dakotan. It's very fun. They said the mayor declared it Miss North Dakota Day.
Yes.
Wow.
So yeah, it was wonderful.
But that leads to, I think that's one of your stories, right? So
It is.
we'll kind of explain what North Dakota Nice is as a blog and what you're really looking for content.
Sure. So what I try to do is, I think North Dakota is an untapped secret. I mean, you just had Josh and Kyle here talking about this. I used to live in Boston, and people always had very weird visions of what North Dakota is. And so I think the most important thing about North Dakota are the people. And so my blog, I talk about myself a lot because I love myself, but I also try to share as many stories about North Dakotans as I can.
Yeah. And that is our segue into one of
Yes.
them. We're celebrating a volunteer, I think, huh?
Yes. So Miss North Dakota has some amazing volunteers, and the one I wanted to highlight that I think both Sophia and I interacted with, his name is Kevin Hefner, pardon me. He's originally from Mott, and now he lives in Williston. He's a retired art teacher, and he is the chef for all of the pageant.
Wow.
Yes, it's amazing.
So he cooks for the contestants, the volunteer, like everybody involved?
Yes. So I don't know. I arrived on Tuesday. What day did you get there?
Sunday.
So starting on Sunday, all the way through, the pageant ends on Sunday morning. He cooks for every rehearsal, every interview. We had this tray roll in. He does all of the. If you have an allergy, he will make you a separate meal.
Wow.
He goes around to garage sales and buys beautiful china, and so everything is served on china with cloth napkins. My understanding is that for the girls, he makes pink hard-boiled eggs. But yep. So I don't know. It was just so wonderful. He does it out of the goodness of his heart, and they will often say to him, "Oh, we have 20 people coming." Just kidding. We have 40. And he
Double
will,
it.
Yep. Double it. I don't know, did you have any of his food when you were there?
Oh my gosh, it was amazing. Actually, I got called out because last year after the final competition, I just loved his cooking so much, so I snuck into the refrigerator and I took a whole bag of his leftovers. It was the fried rice. And so I was known as the stir-fry girl this year.
That's awesome.
And I was going around trying to figure out who had told him that I had stolen this stir fry. I was like, you guys, you can't expose me like this.
Stir fry
But his
thief.
cooking is so good, and
Wow,
he really
it
goes
is.
above and beyond. He does like the place settings, the decor, and like you said, he spends his entire week with us, and it's really just so sweet. He's the definition of North Dakota nice.
He is. He's wonderful. And he always puts fresh flowers on everything. He actually also makes apparently he makes cookies and cakes, and he of course, he auctions those off because that's all he does is just give away things.
Yeah.
And people love them. They're called Kevin's Cakes, and people just are obsessed with them.
Yeah, well, I can, from the sounds of it, I could see why the whole town of Williston probably
Yes.
thinking, I'm hungry, Kev, how's it going?
Yep. And he's very much like North Dakota Nice in terms of he's very humble. I ran into him. I met him very briefly and ran into him at the end, and I said, I'd love to talk to you about you. And he was like, oh, no.
Not me.
Yeah.
Not me who single-handedly fed all of these people
Yes.
for a week straight. That's incredible. So basically, we're spotlighting local individuals who prove to be North Dakota Nice. How can folks read more or maybe even submit somebody they have an idea of?
Thanks. That would be great. If they can do it on northdakotanice.com or ndnice.com. My email I see is up on the screen. So send me your stories. I've already received so many great ones about kind neighbors and people who are helping kids get into volunteerism, and just they make me happy, and I hope they make you happy too.
Yeah, absolutely. It's great to start off our Monday on a positive foot and to really, pay homage and give everybody the round of applause they deserve. So that one was for you, Kevin. Great work. Coming up on today's show, Sophia will be talking about Trout Fest. That's right here after the break.